What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Ed Gasket. With the R8 recently sold and the garage recently emptied, it only feels right that the next most appropriate step to take is to buy another crashed car. Remember last year when I bought the black 911 from the auction? I thought I was getting the best deal in the world because it had 38,000 miles. The car was over 20 years old and it was in great shape, minus a small bump on the front end. What I quickly learned, though, that was one of the worst mistakes I've made on the Ed Gasket channel because it had a bad engine. I felt that that front end collision ultimately was a fraudulent maneuver to disguise a potential buyer, this guy, from the reality, which was it had a bad engine. I quickly sold the 911 under full transparency to the next buyer, and we moved on from the 911 project, never looking back. Yeah, I bought another 911.
Hell yes.
Let me introduce to you and to this channel for the first time a new to us, wrecked, all-wheel drive, 6-speed, 300 horsepower, Porsche 911. This car was in a front-end collision, and for all we know, it's got a bad motor just like the last 911. The good news is, apparently, it at least runs and drives. And the battery's dead. Just like every other car I've ever bought from the auction. God, this car's small and hot. Very hot in here. To get to the battery, you need to pop the trunk, and the trunk is controlled by the battery. The battery's dead, so can't get in the trunk. Now, somebody already had the same ideas as us because this is the backup Plan B pull cord to remove or open the frunk, and if you just pull it a bunch of times, hopefully that opens. Oh, yes. Okay, well, under the hood is where the battery is, but also under the hood looks to be a whole bunch of goodies that we're gonna go through. Guys, if you've ever had to jump a car before and jumper cables and hooking them up to another car, you gotta stop doing that. This is the Noco Boost jumper box. It's a Boost Plus box. It doesn't need any sleazy ad. If you ever have a dead battery and you're stranded, use this thing once and it pays for itself. I've only used it once in a stranded scenario, but I've used it on the auction cars, I don't know, 10 or 12 times. One time I had a dead battery, and this was at home, and that really pissed me off. If you're interested, I'll link it down below. And anyone who doesn't have it should be interested. It's on Amazon. Ground to ground, positive to positive, turn on the box, and then go turn on your car, because it works every time. Once you're in a position to replace the battery, you should definitely go ahead and do that, and we don't want to rely on our jumper box for everyday use. There are really 3 different avenues we can go down with our 911 build. The first would be to do some sort of body conversion where we take fenders, bumpers, and side skirts from other 911 projects and convert them to our 911, like a GT3, GT2, Turbo, etc. The second option would be to do a wide body kit. The downside to a wide body kit is that they're really expensive and the fitment is almost always terrible. The third option is a safari build. And the downside to that is that sometimes they look really good and other times, sorry to whoever built this, they look awful. In the comments down below, say something really mean about me and then let me know which avenue you'd like to see. When you total your car, I'm pretty sure you have an option to take all of your stuff. So this person obviously wanted a YouTuber to reveal their personal things on the internet. Right? Always take off the negative lead first. If the negative lead swings around and hits something, it's not gonna spark. Sports cars always have big batteries for reasons that I don't fully understand. The goal is to get the car up and running so that we can really check on the engine to make sure the engine isn't bad. If the engine's bad, we're not gonna go much further with this build because this build's gonna be pretty expensive. Nothing's more expensive though than a back injury. Not sure if you can stand on this. What is this? Plastic cover with shoe prints on it now. Come on, baby. Nice. Oh yeah, lots of electrics back there that aren't factory. I knew it. This is the battery replacement. It's a Duralast Gold and it's proven tough. By what? Nobody really knows. It's just a phrase that they write on things. It doesn't mean anything. I was smart to buy the battery before the car got here because it's nearly 100% of the time that the batteries are bad when they come from the auction. You can use these clamps. This is a clamp for, well, not for this application, but yeah, like I said, this is the wrong clamp for this job, but it'll work. All right. All this extra wiring, of course, proving to be a pain in my arse. I think arse is safe to say on the internet. Oh yeah, baby, that was good. With the battery all hooked up, we're now gonna go inside, turn the key on, and see what works, what doesn't work, and try to get under the hood. And in this car, the hood's in the back. What do you call the hood on a Porsche? This is a frunk. What do we call it on the R8? Engine hatch cover? Let's pop the engine hatch cover. So now with the battery connected, when I turn the key, the rest of the car has power. But more importantly, we can pop the engine hatch cover lid. Listen for it. It worked. Okay, initial reaction on the Porsche 911 engine. It looks fine. Oil. Smells like oil, that's good. It smells like my old go-kart. Is there oil in it? Yeah, there is. It's wet, at least, if it's oil or water. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh boy. There's no coolant. So there are really only two reasons for this car not to have coolant in it. The first is if it's just like my last project, 911, that had a cracked cylinder head. I need a second just to fathom that this could have a bad engine. The second option is the front end collision damaged the radiator on the driver's side and it all leaked out. Let's add coolant to the engine, see what happens. I'm gonna add some coolant into the coolant reservoir. We want there to be a leak. We want the leak to be in the front radiator so we can just replace that and be done with it. All right, let's pour this stuff in and listen for some leakage. So if this all leaks out, that means I'm gonna have to find a way to collect a gallon of coolant on the floor of the garage. Let's start the car. Like Scotty says, start up your engines.
Rev up your engine.
Engine that hopefully isn't blown. This car probably holds way more coolant than 1 gallon. Probably holds 10 gallons. Starting the car. Not a right-handed key turn. All right, let's find the problem.
So where's it leaking out of? The radiator. Oh, you mean the big hole right there? Yeah, that's it. That's the problem.
That means that the radiator is the reason there's no coolant in the engine and not a cracked head.
All right.
At least until proven otherwise. Let's do a quick walk around of the 911 and talk about the damage and the things we need to address. Starting on the passenger side, nice and clean. No real damages. Well, no real damages. Passenger rear side of the car, more of the same, a little bit of curb rash. No real problems with the body on this side. The engine bay just needs a really good cleaning, but fingers crossed, we're not gonna have to dig into the engine too much. I want you to look at something right here. This is really important. This little sticker right here says IMSR 1817-2. And my understanding is that that means the IMS bearing, which is a potential catastrophic failure point on this engine, has been replaced and we don't need to worry about that. The entire rear end of the car is really doing just fine. Perhaps we'll continue with the GT3 theme. We'll do a GT3 bumper, side skirt, and wheel setup. Make this look a lot better. June 17th is likely the date that the car was crashed. Progressive Insurance owned the car. That's who I bought it from. And some guy named Ben was perhaps the adjuster. Good job, Ben. Thanks for totaling it so that I could buy it and hopefully not regret it. So you ready for the meat and potatoes? Here it is. Front end collision. Looks like it was driver's side front. There's a significant amount of damage to the radiator and the condenser and this front fender, all of which can be replaced. It looks like there's no frame damage from here. Nope, no frame damage, all good. We can replace all of these things. Most of the parts are available on eBay. Front bumper is a little bit tricky. I found one place called Precision 911 or Precision Porsche that most Porsche enthusiasts recommend for bumper replacement. I also should address what's going on here. 130,000 miles, I'm comfortable with this number. 130,000 miles just tells me that this car has been driven without catastrophic failure. I've really looked forward to this part. Damn it, gets me every time. Where's my clamp? Clamparooski. Shout out to all the Russian people. Damn. Oh my gosh, look at the cap for the washer fluid. I did see this on the auction listing, so I actually already ordered one. Here's the replacement sitting on the workbench over here. Okay, I'm gonna screw this cap on here. Hopefully there isn't a reason that that was being used, like the threads are stripped. Nope, all good. So let's dig into this because this is where a lot of excitement happens. First things first, this is the cover for the battery. That's destroyed. This looks to be a windshield sun visor, maybe for the snow. It is a 4-wheel drive 911. It's better than 2-wheel drive. Subaru Outback floor mat that goes in the garbage. More OEM pieces. This fits somewhere over there. This looks like perhaps a raincoat. Oh, it's a medium, it fits. Oh, dude, kidding me? Freaking UPS. How sweet is this? A UPS raincoat. Hopefully there's no needles in it or anything. Jumper cables. You know how I feel about jumper cables. Uh-oh, pink slip. Kawasaki Ninja. Nice, dude. $6,600. Oh, here's the jack. Oh, here's a turn signal. It's always nice to find OEM Porsche parts because these things are expensive. They're little things that would cost $50 to $100 on eBay. Looks like there's a radar detector on the front end of this car. Oh, toolkit. Is it Porsche? I know I keep saying Porsche and Porsche. You can say whatever you want. I'll say Porsche and Porsche to keep both parties happy. This is a Porsche product too. The tire inflation kit? Come on, give us something good. Give us some, I'm gonna find like drug paraphernalia or something. This is the spare? Are you effing kidding me? Is it a run flat? No, it's not a run flat. It looks at the moment flat. There's a whole bunch of stuff in this car. Normally they take the stuff with them. I'm wondering why I left the stuff. Hopefully, I hate to say this, hopefully the previous owner isn't dead. So do you know that the 996 is actually the car that saved Porsche from bankruptcy? They were headed for bankruptcy. And then they stopped going to bankruptcy because of this car. They sold a bunch of them. Here is a headlight. Oh no. It's broken. I was gonna say this is great news. This will save me, I don't know, how much do you think? $1,000 for headlights? We're now gonna spend $1,000 on headlights. Some weird stuff going on in the interior. Hopefully there are some Porsche people watching. Like there's interior components missing. First off, what's with the yellow interior color? Where is the center console? Where are the heated seat buttons?
And why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
Does this car have heated seats? Is this like a base model 911? It's a C4, so I don't know anything. No glove box in these cars. I think, oh, they have kind of like a glove box on the door. Oh boy, a lot of paperwork. Oh, this is excellent. Yes, this is going to be valuable. What this is the paperwork from the appraiser. Is that the word? No, the adjuster that shows, is this a yo-yo? Yo-yo. It's really a yo-yo. It's like Home Alone. This is the paperwork with everything that needs to be done to fix this car. $7,000 worth of damage. According to the insurance company, this is what this 911 needs. Bumper cover is $1,100. $1,000 for a front lamp. It needs a hood. Oh, repair the hood and clear coat. Left fender, clear coat. Fender liner. The door. Okay, blend the door. How about that? Now we know exactly, according to an insurance company, a formal evaluation of what we need to fix this car. These are all service receipts for this car. The door opens a little rough. Bracelet on the shifter knob. Black Forest Industries shifting knob. I'd rather have OEM, but that's probably another couple $100. UPS, I'm a UPSer. Bracelet, I'll wear that out of respect for the previous owner. What's in the center console? Allen keys, nice. This is Leatherman. Oh, this is junk. Have you totaled your car? Aside from if you died, which is still on the table, I guess. Wouldn't you take all your stuff? Oh, what's in this door cover? What else? A wallet. Okay. Insurance cards. Credit cards. Oh, God. This isn't right. This is starting to feel wrong, even. I better keep looking. There's cash in here. There's $2 in this wallet. Is this making you guys feel sad? Does it make me feel kind of sad all of a sudden? I mean, I'm going to keep the money. I'm going to definitely keep the money. It's mine. Oh, damn it. It's on camera. The money's going back in the wallet. I'll take the money out after I turn off the camera. And did I say drug paraphernalia earlier? Come on, give us something good. Give us some, I'm gonna find like drug paraphernalia or something. I don't think I can show you what this is because the YouTube video will not be safe for kids if I do that. Oh, the windshield's cracked too. Like that segue. Yeah, so there's drug paraphernalia over here. Looks like it might be drug paraphernalia for a drug that's legal in many states, but I don't know if it's legal in Pennsylvania.
Stay off the damn weed!
Oh, how about this? Socket wrench. Duralast socket wrench for spark plugs. The extension's nice. I'll keep the extension for sure. Well, let's be honest. I'm keeping everything for sure. Oh, what's in the back seat? Folder. Little Peep. Cat. They adopted a cat. Black and white. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This is probably gross, but I'm going to do it. UPS hat. Kidding me? I got all my UPS gear now. This is sweet. Love auction cars. Love auction cars. Anything else? If you guess how much I paid for this car, you can have this hat. I'll ship it to you. I'll even ship you the drugs and the cash. So it's time to take the front end of this car apart to see if all of our new parts are gonna fit. If all this stuff does fit, that'd be nice. We can take it all back apart, paint it, and then reassemble our 911, which means we'll have another cheap 911 in our collection. Even though I sell all of my projects, as soon as they're finished. Guys, if you want to watch me give this 911 a second life, be sure to subscribe to Ed Gasket and hit up Ed Gasket Garage on Instagram if you want to see other things come back to life between YouTube videos. And if you need us between now and the next one, I'll be that person on eBay spending $1,000 on a 20-year-old headlight. How are they not cheaper than that?